Hello there and welcome to another video of this channel. So before we start, I would like to say thank you for watching these videos and also the previous videos, and if you like them, please like, share and subscribe because it will mean a lot to me, and I really hope that you will learn something new while watching these videos. So in one of my previous videos I've talked about what is software testing and where does the software testing takes part in the waterfall software development methodology. But today we will talk about why do we need software testing. Uh, the first thing that comes in our minds is we need software testing to prevent bugs, or to find all of the bugs, to find all the defects, and to improve the quality of the software product. But that is only one thing. There are a couple of more of them, and in this video we will cover them. So sit back, relax, and let's start. So the first thing why we need software testing is to identify missing requirements. So maybe you remember from one of our previous videos. I will put the link in the description so you can watch it. We have some software requirement specification, right? Or some list of requirements or some acceptance criteria where all the user's requirements are defined. For example, we need a search bar for searching events. We need a list that will show all the events. We need an option for adding new event. We need an option for removing the event, etc., etc. So while you're doing the testing, you need to make sure that all of those requirements, all of those acceptance criteria are met, and that all of them are covered, developed, and that all of them are working as expected. Because there is nothing worse than to give some software product to the customer with some missing requirements. And you will have a customer that will say, for example, the search bar is missing from my website. I asked for you to add a search bar on my website and it's not there. I cannot search for anything on my website. So then the customer will not be satisfied. Maybe you will lose the customer, you will lose money, you will lose reputation. And as a software tester, you need to make sure and to verify that all of the requirements are developed and they are working as expected. But make sure that that should be just your first step. Just your first step. Besides of the requirements in the acceptance criteria, be creative. Try some complicated scenarios. Try some different things. Don't stop at the requirements. Use the requirements to combine together and to find some more things that could go wrong while the customer is using that software. Try to visualize every user scenario that you can. So to identify missing requirements is the first thing why we need software testing. The second thing, like I mentioned before, to identify errors. Imagine that you are testing a website for adding some events, and you are trying to delete one of the events and you've got an error. Oops, something went wrong. And as a tester, you will say, I've got an error when I tried to delete a record from a table. This is not an expected behavior. The record should be deleted. And I should get, for example, message that the record is deleted. So this is an error. Make sure that if you find some errors like this, to communicate them with your team and to report them, so later on those errors can be fixed, and to make sure that you will give that software product to the customers without any errors or defects. Because it is very bad for the users, for the end users, for the customers, if they sit down and try your software product and they cannot delete, for example, a simple record from a table. That is a very bad user experience, and again you will have customers that are not satisfied, and that is very bad for you and the company and the customers and everyone. Also, we have some software that are life critical. For example, the autopilot on the autonomous vehicles. That software is life critical. For example, if the car doesn't stop when it needs to stop, then that can be fatal um, to the driver and to the passengers. Also, the software that is used in the airplanes, if something went wrong, um, one or more lives, hundreds of lives can be lost. So in that case, it is a lot more important to identify errors in time so they can be fixed right on time before that software is deployed to the end users. So that is the second thing why we need software testing. And the third thing is to verify and to improve software usability and adaptability and to cover all non-functional parts. So, for example, you have one website and you're trying that website on multiple mobile devices, on mobile phones, on tablets, on different screens, on different devices, on different browsers, and you think, oh, it doesn't look very well on smaller displays, and it looks okay on Google Chrome, but it's not looking okay on Mozilla Firefox, for example. And the performance is not good at all. It takes ages to load. So you need to verify that the users will have the same experience on smaller screens, on larger screens, on different browsers that are your target. And you also need to make sure that you cover the non-functional part of the system. Don't focus on the functionalities. Okay, you will cover the functionalities, right? You will verify that everything from the software requirement specification is developed, everything is working as expected. But what if you have 1,000 users that are opening your website at the same time? And what if that website crashed? Then it doesn't matter what functionalities you have in that website when the website is not working. That's why you need to cover also the non-functional part. We'll talk about non-functional testing in some other videos, but for now, just make sure that you cover, for example, the performance, the usability, the maintainability, that you made some security testing, load testing, etc. You need to cover that also. So in order to cover them, we need the software testing as a part of the development process so we can cover all of that and to be sure that everything will work as expected. Moving on to the next thing. The next thing, I think the fourth thing, is to save money and avoid extra cost. Just imagine you give that software product to the end users, and the customer is calling you and said, I think there is a bug in our website. Something is not working as expected. Just imagine how much extra cost, how much money you will need to fix that when the entire product is done. So as a tester, as a quality assurance engineer, make sure that you give your best to find the bugs, gaps, missing functionalities, uh, errors, and everything that is not working as expected as early as possible. So early as possible you find that, it will cost less to fix that. And it is also can cost, for example, if you give um, some software product with bugs to the end users, maybe you will have problems with the payment later on. You will of course have extra cost to fix that because it is harder to fix something when the entire thing is built instead of fixing something when, for example, you have only one functionality developed. So make sure that you find uh, all the bugs as early as possible in order to have cheaper and lower costs to fix that. So the software testing is needed to save money and to avoid extra cost. after that. So moving on to the next thing. The next thing is why we need software testing is because we need to accelerate and to improve the software development process. As you can see from the picture, the developer is saying, together we are doing this faster. And the QA said, yes, I agree. This is so true. As a QA, you need to work together with the developers. You and the developers are the team, and you should not be focused on blaming them when you find some bug, and you should not consider them as opponents, I would say. They are in your team and you are all working in a same team. And only together you can accelerate and you can improve the software development process. Like I said before, if you find bug earlier, that will be easier for the developers to fix that bug. And also it would be faster and cheaper. So that's why the development process will go faster. I know that some people are saying that the testing is slowing down the development process, but that is, believe me, that is not true. If you work together with the developers, if you find those bugs early as possible, those bugs will be will be relatively easy and faster to fix them instead of just doing the development. Do not do the testing and deploy that to the customers. Then you will deploy a software product with a lot of bugs, which is not good. And then that customer will return that software product to you, and then you will have to fix all of those bugs in the entire build project, which will again cost a lot of money and time. So if you work together with the developers and with the software testing, it will highly accelerate and improve the development process. Moving on to the next one. To avoid gaps and risks, um, maybe you've heard before that some emails were stolen from a database, that some database was hacked, that user data is stolen, and similar things. So that's why we need software testing. Software testing covers not just the functional part, as we said. Software testing is covering also, we have database testing, we have security testing, we have unit tests, functional automation tests. We have all kinds of tests that will find all those gaps and risks that could happen later on when that software product is deployed to the end users. So you will avoid some situations like this, where the customer came to you and said, oh, someone stole the passwords of all our users. And you will be disappointed like this developer here. And you will be confused like this developer here. So that's why we need software testing, to avoid gaps and risks like that one. The next thing is to improve the customer confidence. If you have proper software testing, then you will have more quality products. You will have products without any errors. You will have secure products, products that are maintainable, that are working on all kinds of devices, all kinds of screen sizes, etc. And that will improve the customer confidence. So you will have customers that will say, oh, we should use this software because it is tested, it is saved, and because of that, that company is having a lot of other customers that are also use that software because of that. So the customers will not go to some company that have some unreliable product, some untested product, some product that is not secured, some product that is only working on one device, on one mobile device, for example, or on one web browser. The customers will come to you because you have a software product that is tested, safe, secured, fast. It works on all kinds of displays, all kinds of mobile devices, and that will improve the customer confidence, not just to your existing customers, but also in the future customers of the company. So that is one more thing why we need software testing. And the last thing why we need software testing is to keep our customers happy. The customers should say, oh, this product is awesome and I'm really glad that I bought this. So if we have happy customers, then our company will grow, then um, the testers, the developers, and all the company will be happy. And basically that is the situation that we want to make. So that is one more thing why we need software testing. As you see, there are many parts and many benefits why we need software testing and why software testing is so much important. So that is it for this video. I hope you like it, and I hope that you see why the software testing is so important and why we are all love it. So that was all for this video. Again, thanks for watching. Please click the like button, click share, click subscribe. Don't forget to watch the other videos. I will link the video about what is software testing in the description. So I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.